I have a bounty of oyster mushrooms here. Tim and I went to our local Brazelton Farmers Market last night and I picked up some goodies, but boy, this was the prize of the evening, these gorgeous oyster mushrooms, thanks to Miller's Mushrooms. What a coincidence, because my maiden name is also Miller, so we hit it off right away. We talked all things mushroom. He had these fabulous oyster mushrooms that I cannot wait to use in the manner that he told me about. I have a really great mushroom recipe on my site for some roasted portobello mushroom tacos that have a hoisin vibe that is so delicious. I'm gonna put a link to that down below so you can check those out too. They're absolutely fabulous. But I'm going to make a very quick mushroom taco today with the recipe he told me about. That's actually super simple. And I like to dry roast my mushrooms in a pan. I think it brings out so much flavor. And so I'm just kind of getting rid of the very bottom part, the woody end. You don't even have to cut these. Actually, you can tear them and they're very nice that way as well. But I mean, just look, those are so gorgeous. And oyster mushrooms have such a wonderful meaty flavor. They're a great stand-in for meat if you're trying to incorporate more veg, which these are not a veg, they're a fungus. But still, if you're trying to eat more plant-based, look how easily this just tears. You don't even need to get out your knife with this, honestly. But when you kind of cook them low and slow in a skillet for a while, it just brings out so much of that additional meaty mushroom flavor and intensifies what's already going on in there. So I usually start them that way. I'll add oil in a little bit, but just to initially get them going, I'm going to let them slow cook just like that. Now, Mr. Miller told me that he will actually have some morels in a while, so I'm on his morel list. He's gonna put out an APB when they're in, and if you've never had morels, oh my gosh, if you know, you know. So I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna let these slow saute and roast down for a bit in my skillet, and then we'll add in the rest of the ingredients. Super quick tacos is gonna be a great lunch for Tim and I. You can see how much these have cooked down and just released their juices. Oh my goodness. And just, they smell so good. I mean, you can just smell the mushroom. It's delicious. I'm gonna add just a little bit of oil. I honestly don't even feel like I need it, but just a skosh. It's a term, right? A skosh. And then this is a taco seasoning blend. This is actually my friend Sarah's recipe. I will link to it in the show notes below, but it is a really great taco seasoning and I use it on everything. I always keep a jar of it ready-made in my pantry so that I can pull it out at a moment's notice. And I'm gonna give that just a quick saute. And I think we're ready to serve up. And at this point, however you wanna make your tacos, do it your way. I'll show you how I make mine. If you haven't yet, take a minute to subscribe and turn on notifications to our YouTube channel. Click that bell icon below to make sure you get all the latest from us. And please leave a comment. We love to hear from you. All right, so I take my taco shell and some of those mushrooms, oh boy, going in. Yum. And then today I have little Persian cucumber slices just because I need crunch in my taco. And then I actually have some caramelized onions from a pizza that I made the other day. That recipe is coming soon to TaylorKitchen. Caramelized onions, and then a little chipotle mayo drizzle. And if I had some cilantro, it would definitely be going on here, or a hint of lime, just because I like a little bit of tartness. I might have pickled the cucumber, but this was just a quick lunch, so I just wanted to dig into these mushrooms. And you know what happens next. You just eat it. Oh boy. Wow. Those mushrooms are so meaty and so flavorful. When you cook them down like this, when you slow roast them, you just bring out even more of their meaty, delicious, woodsy flavor. check this out and follow Miller Mushrooms. They're local, and I love to support grown locally. So I'll put their link in the show notes below as well. Just don't steal my morels when it's morel time. Check out this easy recipe. It's on tkfoodie.com.